Good morning, everyone. Welcome to DoMoreLife. This is my channel. I love this channel. I really love you guys too, and I appreciate you being here. All of you. Good morning, Robert Mack. I didn't get to say good morning to you, so good morning to you, sir. And Stuck in Florida, and Griffin, and Anon, and Robert, and anybody else who may be in the chat or currently joining the chat. Anon, I see that link. That is Article 24, but I've just heard about it today. I will definitely check that out. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting. I'm getting more and more interested in blockchain, so we'll see. MedTech is in the house as well. So today I thought we would talk about locations that maybe you wanted to visit. Hey, Roger, good to see you, bud. Locations that people will likely visit when tourism reopens in Thailand, like in mass numbers, when they eliminate the quarantine and people are free to travel in and out. Travel TV, good morning, sir. There's Mark. He says, sorry I haven't been around. Sometimes I feel compelled to work. I hear you, brother. No worries, no worries. I thought we would just touch base on a few places. I mentioned some of the description, some of the normal places like Bangkok, Pattaya, Phuket, Chiang Mai, but there are so many others, and there's so many others like that I really want to explore. Now, for those of you that wasn't around yesterday, we had a great day. Yeah, the 4-hour work week. That would be incredible. Or how about a 4-day work week? That would be even better. But I'm very interested to know, like, especially from people that have been over here before, where you want to go, what you're going to do, kind of what your setup's going to be. You know, what your plans are to come to Thailand when you have that freedom. Thailand reopens its borders completely. Tourism's back, and 2021 is the year of Thailand. Thailand's back. Sorry, guys, got some stuff on the camera there. Very, very good. Yes, Stuck. Please don't drive and text. Or don't drive and talk text either. We'll see you in a few minutes, buddy. Robert, PayPal link, paypal.com. Please help the channel travel fund if you can. We got a big boost yesterday. I'll pin the comment like I normally do. Thank you for putting that up there, Robert. We got a big boost yesterday, and I sat down with last night and did some calculations. And if we make less than half of what we made yesterday in terms of monetary revenue via PayPal, then travel's pretty much open to anything in April. Pretty much anything. Like, I will literally take requests to go to certain places. So I just thought I would mention that and let that hang out there for you guys. Because you guys yesterday, if you weren't in the live chat yesterday, like you guys that contributed yesterday, I thought about you all night and all day yesterday, because I went to sleep last night and slept all night. That's the first time I've done that in probably, I don't know, 3 months. So we had a very good day yesterday. Very good day. And I thank you all for it. Filtho says George Jetson's plant space lease sprockets were unionizing against the 40-minute work week. Wow. Phil. Whatever you say, Phil. And be sure to hit the thumbs up button, guys. I really appreciate it. I did want to read you one story that I found, and this pertains to Thailand's tourism and bringing foreign tourists back to Thailand, because foreign tourism, as you guys know, is where you met text making the joke, obviously. But I say I thought about you guys all night. You know what I mean. If you were in the chat yesterday, you understand. So we'll just leave it at that right now. But in the TPN this morning, hey Lyle, and I says probably working with teachers union. Eight prominent Thailand tourism associations urge government to accelerate country opening and magic shot allocation in tourism businesses. So I kind of want to read this article to you because it goes along with bringing the tourism back to Thailand in 2021. I think it's going to be I think this is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good push by people. So it says eight prominent tourism associations in Thailand have proposed a magic shot management plan to the Thai government to accelerate the opening of pilot provinces of Phuket and Samui Islands as soon as July the 1st. So perhaps you could see foreign tourism come back with limited to no quarantine or I should say queue, but limited to no queue before October, so possibly July. The associations, including Tourism Council of Thailand, the Association of Thai Travel Agents, the International Air Transportation Association, Thai Airline Association, Thai Spa Association, and Thai Airline Business Administration, had submitted a letter to the Ministry of Tourism and Sports earlier this week on March the 25th, stressing magic shot management and the country's opening plans to welcome foreign tourists. The demands were categorized into 6 topics. Lyle said you went back and watched the whole thing again. Wow, that's good. It's good that you got the information, and the excitement in the live stream was way up there because there was, with Jim coming back and throwing out PayPal challenges. It was pretty cool. It really was. It was interesting. But the demands were categorized into 6 topics as follows. By July 1, the border reopening to welcome selected foreigners should be implemented in the pilot area of Phuket and Samui. 2, the government should accelerate the sufficient distribution of the magic shots to 70% of the population living in the pilot tourism areas. 3, the government should urgently consider allowing the private sector to purchase and distribute magic shots to local people. 4, the government should accelerate the magic shot allocation towards 1 million employees in the hotel and airline business by June to build confidence among foreign tourists prior to the reopening. 5, the government should make an announcement of the exact time frame to welcome foreign tourists in the pilot provinces starting on July 1. They should also consider preparing to negotiate with other target countries for a travel bubble agreement. I don't know if that'll work or not. No travel bubble that I'm aware of has worked yet. And 6, the government should consider approving the use of the IATA Travel Pass, a worldwide renowned travel application that is able to verify and validate the authenticity of a test certificate and the magic shot certificate. So it looks like they're kind of serious about this, and a lot of these tourism places are really, 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 really pushing for the speed, because the fact of it is they bled out so long in terms of money and that kind of thing. It's just been it's been really bad on the tourism industry here, and I might read you a couple other things later on. So Catch Base says, say when you stop lecturing and start the discussion. I don't lecture. I talk. And if you think I'm lecturing, perhaps you should find another live chat to go to. Now, where do you guys want to go to when you come to Thailand? Because that's where we're going. Do you want to come to Bangkok and see the city? Have you ever been here before? Do you Do you want to go to Chiang Mai? I've never been to Chiang Mai. I'd like to go to Chiang Mai. How about Phuket, Samui? These are all places that I'm very interested in going. Um, I don't know that I can make them all. I think this time, especially depending on today, today is the final day or is going to be the final dollar amount in the travel fund for April, unless somebody just decides to throw some in somewhere else. He says, I'm okay with Phuket. Yeah, I would like to travel to Phuket and see what it's like, um, for sure. Um, uh, so I would be interested in hearing from some of you guys that have been to some other places. I like the idea. Somebody had, let's see here, somebody way up at the top here said something about Loy, going to Loy. Uh, who was that? Was that, yeah, Anon? Was going to Loy and work my way down to Ubud. See, I would like to go to staying away from tourist hotspots. See, I would like to go to places like Loy and Buriram, and a few places that I haven't been before. But I would also feel neglected if I didn't go to a place like Samui or a place like Phuket as well, because this is essentially, if everything goes according to plan, this is essentially the last time that I'll be able to go to these places before tourism comes back to Thailand, and that would be pretty cool. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, guys. Anon says it will wait. Ross says Koh Lipe, it's been open to locals only. Yes, I would like to go to Koh Lipe as well. I remember being in the area. Konkan Filtho says that's another good idea. Konkan's actually a really good idea. Very cool. I will be going to in May. I will be going on a work trip to Yala, which is in the far south, a very very southern province here in Thailand. So that will be a unique experience, and I'll document as much as I can of that trip. But that will be the first, I don't know, sometime the first week in May. Anon says, if it was my first time, I'd probably go to Phuket first and then to Samui. My objective, though, is to avoid hordes. Yeah, I understand. Understand completely. Understand 100%. And that's not a bad idea. I don't know about, it's going to be interesting for me doing the solo thing to Phuket because I haven't solo traveled well, I have solo traveled in the last 6 months, but this is going to be a fun solo traveling trip. It's going to be fun, very fun. Mark says, question: have you heard anything about being able to purchase a magic shot? I am interested. We have to abide by you in this live stream, Mark. We don't say the C word or the V word unless we absolutely have to. That's just to keep YouTube off our back. No disrespect to you, man. You look like a new person in here, and welcome. To be able to purchase one, I'm interested in something other than that for. My screen just popped up. Hang on 1 second. I think for his girlfriend is what he was saying. To answer your question, no, sir, I have not. I personally have been looking for them myself, and very limited information on foreigners getting them at this time. Even though I do work here and live here, I'm a teacher here, but I don't know that puts me on a priority list at all, above the top people. So we'll see. I wish I could answer your question in more detail, Mark, but Unfortunately, that's all the information I have at this time. And says, JC, there are roads that go along the Mekong River all the way from Loy down to Ubon province. Should be a very pretty trip. I would do that. And I wonder if I could rent a bike up there and just travel down. That would be pretty awesome. From Loy down to Ubon province. You know what? I may look a little more into that because I'm going to be booking flights and tickets and hotels and all that stuff this upcoming week, and so hopefully I can be in a better locations. That's what I'm hoping for, is better locations and places I haven't been before. That's what we're going for. But I've heard that Loy was a pretty special place, and I'd like to go there for sure. Lyle says, and I missed the first 10 minutes, then wanted to see when Jim Pell showed up. 1 hour and 4 minutes, by the way. Oh, that's why it took you the whole time to watch it? I got you, bud. MedTech says, Surin, there's another good one, but that's for personal reasons. I think the big question is whether we will have permission to visit all provinces or only the 6 designated tourism provinces. Good point. Good point there. That's a real good point. As you're coming in as a foreign tourist. However, I believe that if they drop the queue altogether, of course you're going to have the 1 day while you wait for your test or whatever. But if they drop it all together, then after the pilot program, whether the pilot program is what they have set now for just Phuket, after that proves itself to be worthy and after it proves itself to be good, I kind of feel like that. I kind of feel like you'll be able to travel wherever you want to. But that's a good question, MetTech. It's a good point. Ross says, JC, you would like Chiang Mai and North, fly there and rent a bike to get around. I might do that. I very well might do that. And I says, be careful, and y'all are very careful. Yes, I'm going with people that have been there before, so I don't have to go by myself and blind. Thankfully. Travel TV says, go to Isan. I thought about doing that too. I actually have some people that I know in Isan. They could probably get me around. Kevin, what's up, man? Long time no see. MetTech says, that's surprising, Ross, given Surin's not near Malaysia. He said, Ross told MetTech the food in Surin is very different than other parts of Thailand, heavy Malaysian influence. Yeah, he's not talking about Surat Thani, he's talking about Surin. Let's see. Mark says, sorry. No need to be sorry, Mark. No need to be sorry. Please don't be sorry. Hang around and chat with us. No need to be sorry for any reason. We have to abide by YouTube's guidelines because we use their platform, and that's it. If you and I were sat down to have a conversation, you could say whatever you wanted to me, and it wouldn't be a problem. Ross says, Yala has been known to be more dangerous than other parts of Thailand. We drove through but did not stop. Well, hopefully I'll be okay. Costas, what's up, man? Do you need vacation to come to Thailand? Oh, do you need Magic Shot to come to Thailand? That's another one we'll have to kick out there. Do you need the Magic Shot to come to Thailand? No. To answer your question, you do not. But if you want to come when they implement these pilot programs of no queue, no ASQ, or the 7-day ASQ, you will need inoculation. So in order to get that, you'll. I hope that answers your question. In order to get the perks like for example, right now, starting April 1st, if you come, you can get 7 days if you've had both your magic shots or one, depending on which one of the shots you get. If you're inoculated, you can get a 7 day quarantine, but if you're not, you have to quarantine for 10 days. And yes, I just said Q word out loud and didn't mean to. Catch Bay says, so I have short time to be at Thailand, where I should go and not to waste my time. Beaches near Pattaya, Koh Larn, Koh Samet, Fire Car, where to go. I think all of those are good places. I'm very familiar with Pattaya, or Pattaya, Pattaya. And Koh Larn is a decent island, but it's a very touristy island. There are many other islands out in that area that you can go to. You have to rent a private boat, but they'll take you out there, and you can see some things that you likely haven't seen before. I have a playlist on this channel called The Islands of Pattaya, and you can go there and check out the videos and see if those will be some that you got, or you can see if those islands would be something that you would be interested in. Ross got confused. It's all good. Go to Krabi and that area of Thailand, Ross says to Catch Bay. David, first jab. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Good to hear. Alan says, hey, Jeremy, where was that model from that you were shooting a while back? Where was she from? I'm not sure. She lives in Bangkok right now, as far as I know. But I don't know where she was from. I didn't ask. I probably should have. That would have made good for a little bit more information on her for sure. I'll do that next time. I'm working now looking for a new model. I have one that is here. There's a girl here from the Philippines who's teaching in Thailand, and I've kept in touch with her since I was in the Philippines. I've shot with her 2 times in the past, and we're going to shoot in Thailand at some point during April. So you guys will get a really, she's super attractive. In fact, she's on my Instagram, so you would be able to see her there if you can distinguish Filipina from Thai girl. And we'll do behind the scenes and all that stuff, and that'll be for channel members only. Just like this last shoot was. I think it'll be cool, and she's a really, really, really fun person, and is just magic in front of the camera. So you guys will enjoy that, I'm sure. Let's see. Anon says, Catch Bay, if you rent a car from Bangkok, you can go all along the western part of the Gulf of Thailand, Cham, Wahan, Pratchett, Champon, etc. Nice all along the way. That's a good point. That's a very good point, and good idea too. Catch Bay says Ross Rayong, Phuket, Krabi is okay, short and cheap flight, but the staying there is not that cheap. I've heard the same thing. I've been to Krabi, but I haven't been to Phuket yet, and I heard it's a little bit more expensive over there. So we'll see. Philthos, if in Chiang Mai, maybe a trio close to the Myanmar border, check it out kind of thing. I thought about that, but right now going to the Myanmar border just doesn't sound like a good idea. you do know what's going on in Myanmar, right? So I was actually talking to Robert about that earlier. So, yeah, I probably won't venture towards Myanmar. Not this trip anyway. Eventually, at some point, of course, but not now. There's Jim Pell. Jim Pell's in the house. Jim Pell is in the house again. Thank you for stopping by, Jim Pell. We love you, bro, and we appreciate you very much. From yesterday, I was telling the guys earlier, I was like, did some budgeting last night. If we get less than half of what we got yesterday, then travel's pretty much unlimited for the month of April. Like I can pretty much go anywhere I want to, within reason, of course. So we'll see what happens. And I says, DoMoreLife, some stuff going on in Yala and Narthawat, been in the news past couple of days. I'll check it out. Like I said, I'm not going until the 1st of May. They won't let us go. It's a work related trip. They won't let us go if there's dangerous activity in the area or they have reports of whatever. So I'll be super cautious when I'm there anyway. We've already had to take some, for lack of a better term, training on, cultural customs down there and that kind of thing. Ross says, Catch Baby, I expect hotel prices to be increased everywhere knowing Thai logic. I agree with that. Jim Pell is getting some shout outs from Anon. Brown Al Bundy says, hey, Jeremy, it's Alonzo. Alonzo, what's up, brother? He says, hope all is well. Have you seen Mark's channel? Every man has a story. He's in Dumaguete, Philippines. Real cool channel. He interviews a bunch of expats. I have not seen that channel because I don't really have a need at this time to watch Philippine bloggers. However, because you mentioned him, I'll definitely check it out. And if you come back to Thailand, let me know so we can get together again, man. It was a lot of fun meeting you. Adam says, any idea when we can book a 7-day queue, and will the entrance application process be faster for those who have had the magic shot? You can probably start booking the 7-day queue on April 1st, I would say. Now, this is a guess. Okay, this is an educated guess, Adam. I want to be clear about that. I'm not an immigration expert or anything else. As of right now, it looks like you can book the 7 days as of April 1st. You probably could book it before, but I'm not 100% sure. Will it be an easier process? The only thing I know of that's going away is the Fit to Fly certificate. So that was the one that required you to get the test 72 hours before, and then you had to line up your times just right and all that stuff. So that would take a lot of stress off of somebody traveling. So that will have been going away. So in theory, to answer the second part, yes, it should be easier, less stressful for you. I certainly hope so. Anyway. Catch Baby says that Anon, I have ASLQ at Pattaya, so I'm at the east side of Gulf of Siam. But there are airplanes to go somewhere else. That's a good point. Third in, wake up. What's up, man? Good evening, all. Just got my 5-year elite visa. Excited to head that way in July. I've missed Thailand. Good for you, bud. Good for you. I'm excited for you. Griffin said, did JC get lost? I don't know, did I? If I did, I didn't mean to. Anon says, the Catch Baby, by car, you could go to Koh Chang easily. Koh Cut also. Don't know where there are flights from Utapao Airport, though. Good question. Yeah, congrats to 30 and a wake up. That's awesome, dude. You got your 5-year elite visa. That's awesome. Griffin says I lost him for about a minute. Copy pasted that. We'll look later. Brown Eyed Bunny. Just saw her on your IG. She's fire. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the Filipina, right? Yeah, she is. She's absolutely beautiful, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to getting her back in front of the camera for sure. So it's going to be that'll be another members only perks. You guys will get to see the videos and stuff like that, but the members only will get the behind the scenes, all the good stuff. And if you're a channel member now, you know what I mean by behind the scenes when from the last photo shoot we had. In fact, you got 2 behind the scenes videos. Travel TV says you should go to the Myanmar border. Rambo would do it. I am definitely not Rambo, brother. I am definitely not Rambo. But I understand. MedTech says Burmese friends considering a return to Myanmar to fight for his people. The Chin from Western Myanmar. I don't envy his difficult decision. Me either. Catch Baby says no one asked, but I ordered that 1949 international paper a few days ago. I have no idea what he's talking about. Travel TV says I have friends in Myanmar. I see the chaos going on over there. Yeah. Lyle says 11 up, 4 down. Good. That means I have trolls. And I'm glad they're watching and contributing to my watch time. Everybody else can hit the thumbs up button. Yay! Panbon, hello, good morning. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. And I says if you go up north, you could see the Karen tribe with the girls that stretch their necks with brass rings located in Mae Hong Son, west of Chiang Mai. Yeah, that would be like I would like to record some type of like documentary on that or something. That would be really cool. I mean, that would be really cool. I know what you're talking about. I've seen it before, but I did not know exactly where that was. So this is good information. Good information, Anon, as always. Good information. Mark says, JC, you heard about any incentive programs to foreigners to establish a business in Thailand as a way to infuse their economy with much needed money? Actually, I did. I was watching a lawyer on a YouTube channel not too long ago, Mark, and they were talking about BOI, the Board of Investments here in Thailand, and they were looking for foreign investors. I'm assuming there would be some kind of tax incentive for that. Also, Smart Visa program for investors. That's another one Anon's put down there. They were at one time talking about if you bought property, not property, but a condo that was valued at 10 million baht or more. They were talking about giving permanent residence for that. And PR is something extremely difficult to get here in Thailand. So, there was some incentives, definitely incentives to come here. Anon has put the link up there, and I appreciate all the information he keeps throwing. That's good. Very good. You guys want to hear some more news? Why pay for a food? Okay. If you're here in Thailand, it does sound promising, Mark, and I hope it works out. If you're here in Thailand, you know that food delivery is a big thing. Okay, so when you come to Thailand, food delivery is going to be a big thing. You can order Grab, you can order from Food Panda, you can order from certain restaurants, and they'll do your own delivery, and they'll do their own delivering, and that kind of thing. So, I wanted to read you this. This is from a company called Hungry Now. It says, why pay a food delivery fee ever again? Try Hungry Now today and get rid of those fees. I'll pull the article up here and read it for you. For those of you that are coming, keep this in mind. A message from Hungry Now. If there is one thing that can dampen deciding to order in for dinner, it can be compiling a list of food on an application, carefully choosing your favorite dish after spending significant time narrowing it down, adding the dish to your cart after approving the price, and then when you get to the final confirmation screen, seeing widely varying delivery fees added to your order. And that is true. It says, I know I speak for a lot of us that sometimes the delivery fees with certain companies don't even seem to make sense and vary widely, and they do. That is true. Sometimes even with just a street or two over, this can really be a deal breaker when your previous order jumps by 10, 20, 30 baht or even more. I know times are tough for many, and even saving a little bit by not having delivery fees can really make a big difference. We get and read a lot of comments online, and if there's one thing consumers hate, it's hidden or unclear fees. And he says, well, it's time for some clarity. If you haven't heard, it's time to start spending the news or spreading the news loud and proud. Hungry Now offers free delivery within 20 kilometers. So yes, 20 kilometers for all of the Pattaya area. No hidden delivery fees, no widely varying costs per restaurant, or even different delivery charges for different branches of the same restaurant. We know many of you can't stand this. No having to go to the end of your street or meet a driver in a different zone to save money. It's free, period. So that means within 20 kilometers for all of Pattaya. I'll be using them when I go. Hungry Now is also the only food delivery service in Thailand that offers free delivery within such a long area, so you can rest assured when ordering from Hungry Now that not only will you get to choose from hundreds of restaurants, with many more being added every single day, that you will also get free delivery. This is on top of Hungry Now always having updated promos, vouchers, discounts, and specials that are for everyone, not just for certain customers. So I thought I would share that with you, because if you're here in Thailand and you order food, that's kind of a big deal, and delivery fees can be astronomical sometimes. I'm looking at the comments, and this Catch Bay guy is cracking me up. It says, yes, an international driving permit is essential. Won't be able to rent a car without one. That's true. 1949, 1960. Troll away, baby. Troll away. Travel TV says, make sure you tip your delivery driver. You can, but if they have delivery fees, like if you order from Grab, the delivery fee is already included in the price. I would say I don't tip any extra, because their delivery fees in the price. That's what they get. So okay. All right. I'm done with this guy. Sorry, guys, to put a mood on the live stream, but I'm just done. Okay, moving on. Phuket. If I go to Phuket, where should I stay? Talk to me. Because I really think I'm going to Phuket at some point during April. If I go to Samui, where should I stay? Talk to me on that. If I go to Loy up north, where should I stay? Anybody that's had any experience up there, where should I stay and what should I do? That is the question, and I would love to hear your responses. Travel TV says Patong. Okay, I'm assuming that's the nightlife area. Yes. I have heard many names ring out when it comes to the Phuket area when people start talking about them, but I'm not sure where to say. Lyle says, so JC, where can I get a cool hat like that hat? Well, you can go to my Teespring store and get merchandise. I currently don't have any hats available, just because they didn't have any at the time. This was actually made here in Thailand by a local printer company in Thailand, in Pattaya. They printed a few hats for us, and it was awesome. And I says, DoMoreLife Phuket. I like Kamala. I'm sorry, but if I was to go again, I would probably do Surin Beach. And that's probably where I'll go. And on. So that sounds good to me. MedTech says, I'm a troll. Just ask my mother. I love it. Frank, he says, Senior Frank, excuse me. 7-day queue for Magic Shot is not confirmed yet. I'm going back and forth with Thai Elite, the embassy, and the hotel trying to figure out what to book. Everyone says it will be finalized before April 1st. To the best of my knowledge, the cabinet approved it Friday here in Thailand. So it will likely be published in the Royal Gazette. I would think Monday or Tuesday, so it should be approved. But if it's not approved yet, then yeah, you probably are having some trouble with it. That's why I was when I was talking to Adam earlier, I told him I didn't think you could start booking for the 7-day queue until April the 1st yet. So I don't know. We'll see. But thank you for the information, Frank. That's always good information. Because I guess we'll wait for a Royal Gazette publishing. That's what I was trying to say. And I says, Mark, also the Treaty of Amnesty. I think he meant amnesty, not amnesty. Amity needs to remember. There's your link for that. And on DoMoreLife, I would have a girlfriend with me. As a single guy, Kamala or Patong would be more typical. But rent a motorbike and see the whole island. Gotcha. So take a girl with you to. So you would take a girl with you to. That's interesting. I would have a girlfriend with me. As a single guy, Kamala or Patong would be more typical. That's good. I think I'll look into those two places. Kamala or Patong. I'm familiar with Kamala just because of Rob's channel, but Patong I've heard a lot about. So as a single guy, I will check out one or two, maybe both of those areas. It depends on what the prices are like. But rent a motorbike and see the whole island. I can definitely do that. Senior Frank says they all say it will almost definitely happen, but no one can take a reservation or set up paperwork until the Royal Gazette says so. Understood. I understand that. David says, Mukdahan with my wife near Mekong River. I've been to Mukdahan, and that is a very interesting place. It's a border town near Savannakhet, Laos, and I actually enjoyed that little town the short time I was there. Because of YouTube, Bangkok Warrior, and no disrespect, but that's why I have to remove your comment. We call it Magic Shot on here. That way we don't get flagged by YouTube. We don't have any problems with YouTube, and we stay head above water. Everybody gets along, and we know what we're talking about. Everybody knows what we're talking about when we say Magic Shot. So certainly hope that doesn't offend you. If it does, I can't really apologize because there's nothing to apologize for. But I can tell you that I only do it because of YouTube. If you were to talk to me one-on-one, you could say straight to whatever you wanted to. But it's only for YouTube. So good. I'm glad you're not upset, Bangkok Warrior. It's always good to have you around, man. Thank you for joining the chat, by the way. MadTech says TOA sucks for anyone not American, meaning the majority. TOA, I don't know what that is. MadTech says just use the term backs, which doesn't worry Jeremy. I prefer Magic Shot. Bisker 7 is back. Hey, DoMoreLife family, he says. Anna says, DoMoreLife, if you were Buddhist, you would need to visit the temple in Nakhon Panam province. They say that there is the breastbone of the Buddha there. Ooh, that would be something interesting. I do have a travel buddy I could take around on some of these trips, but she's only going to be with me for about 4 days, I think. About 4 days, right in the middle of the month. So I don't know. Maybe she would like to go to some of these places. And the good thing about her, she's Thai. So that would be fun. Take her maybe to a couple of places with me and let her do her temple thing. And she could explain probably a lot about the culture to me because she's from up north. Well, she's from Isan. So yeah, she would probably be able to help. So to speak, off cam only. Yeah, Mark, you got it, bud. Prep for it. Good to see you, man. As soon as we can go there, could you let us know if you will be in the Pattaya area? A big meetup would be worth me booking my vacation around those days. I will buy you a few sodas. Thanks, bud. I absolutely will let you know when I will be in the Pattaya area when you guys can go when they drop the queue. We had our first treaty of amnesty. Oh, thank you, Matt Tech, for the clarification. Appreciate that. I will absolutely let you know when when you guys start coming, and I'll schedule a meetup for either Bangkok or Pattaya because some people will be there, some people will be here. And the last one we had, for those of you that don't know, went very well. It was in Pattaya, and it was about 2 years ago now, maybe year and a half, 2 years ago. There were, I don't know, at that time, there was only like about 15 to 20 people there. They came and went, and it was really good. We had a great time. It was a good night. It really was. It was a good night. Visker's got another question to anybody in here. If someone is in transit only on layover for a couple hours at Bangkok airport, do they still, I think he means, need the certificate of entry? It's a great question. I hope somebody can answer that for you because I do not know the answer to that. Visker, thank you. MedTech, I read that. Bangkok Warrior, have you heard if you need a 1-year bank statement to renew a retirement visa? My visa agent says immigration denied his customer because he only had 6-month bank statement, new requirement. Okay, so first thing is, do you have a retirement visa now? That's the first thing. If you have a retirement visa now, then you should already have. Okay, yes. All right, so you should already have. Are you in Thailand? Bangkok Warrior? Yeah, you're in Thailand, right? I'll wait on your answer to come through. Yes, okay. So I think number one mistake that's in your sentence there is visa agent. I think that is a bad idea. Anon says best to keep bank book up to date, and yes, technically you should have 400K or more in your account the whole year. So it's 600K or more if you're on a retirement visa. Now, if you're on a marriage visa, that's where the 400K comes in, I believe. And I'm not trying to butt heads with you there. But the bank statements that you're talking about, I've always heard to have at least 1 year of bank statements because you're not actually talking about renewing a visa. What you're talking about is a retirement visa extension of stay. That's what you're talking about. You're not getting a new visa. You're extending the stay on your current visa. So there's a difference in that, and when you get when you actually get a retirement visa, because when you get a retirement visa, you get a 30-day retirement visa, and it's used. And then at the end of that, you get if all the paperwork's together, you have the correct amount of money, then you get a 1 year extension of stay. So that should not be a problem. And if you've had a retirement visa if you've had the retirement visa for 1 year, then you shouldn't have a problem being able to provide the 1 year bank statement. So it's all my rule is this: when it comes to Thai immigration, more is always better. The more you have to get, the more copies you have, the more info you have, the more everything you have to give them, the less you have to worry about. That's been my personal experience with that. But let's see what some other people have to say, because I may not, I'm not an expert on the retirement visa by any means. Anna says, Bangkok Warrior, best to keep that bank book up to date. And yes, technically you should have 400K or more in your account the whole year. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you can't dip below that 400K. And I got you, Anna. Roger says, I think Integrity put out a video saying they have done away with the COE or are going to. Not the COE, it's the Fit to Fly. They've done away with the Fit to Fly certificate. He may have put something out on the certificate of entry. I just didn't see it, Roger. So we may be talking about two different videos there, brother. But I know that I saw one on Fit to Fly, for sure. So the COE, I think they'll still have. But I'm not 100%, not 100% on that. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Jim, why did you delete that message? Still need that bank statement. Let's see. Bangkok War says yes. Still need the bank statement. Anon says no. He's talking to me. Probably correcting me. No, it is 800K at the time of extension. But during the year, oh, that's right. The 600K was for the elite visa. That's right. My apologies. He says, no, it is 800K at the time of extension, but during the year, you must never go below 400K. Then the 800K 60 days before extension time. Gotcha. Understand completely. My mistake. I stand corrected. Vesper7 says, thanks, Anna and Roger. Yes, the COE still is in play currently. Sick Buffalo and Pattaya says they need a visa for us younger guys to stay a long time. It's lame when you have to wait until 50, which is many years for me. It is. It does get tricky. That's for sure. It does get tricky. Anon says, Vesper7, the big question is, why would anybody in their right mind change flights in Savanabhumi? That airport is totally dead boring right now. That's a good point. Bangkok Warrior says, I have the 800,000 baht in the Bangkok for 6 years. Oh, man, you should be fine then. I don't understand what the problem is. Let me keep reading here because I'm behind. Charles White says, on a O and OA, if applying for extension, you must have 800K in bank 2 months before and 2 months after. Bounce cannot dip below 400K all the rest of the time. There you go, from Mr. Charles White. I have no idea what Matt Tech's talking about there. Roger says, you are correct. It was Fit to Fly. Okay, cool. Bangkok Warrior says, immigration still requires getting a bank statement saying you had that 800 baht for 1 year in their bank. I'm not sure. Anon says, Charles White, yes, that is the perfect answer. Charles says if your bank book isn't updated monthly showing the history, you must go to the bank to get monthly statements showing you didn't dip below 400K and were at 800K 2 months before applying and 2 months after. Interesting, very interesting. And Bangkok Warrior says you still need that bank statement and, of course, your bank book. MedTech says I meant that I ran 1 kilometer in 3 minutes and 10 seconds or 3. Okay. Very interesting retirement talk here. I'm learning so much, guys. Jim Pell, there he is. He says, I just got home. What's going on tonight? Anything good going on? Man, we're talking about retirement visas and where I'm going to travel in April and the whole 9 yards, man. The whole 9 yards. We're talking about places to go, things to see. And I told the boys, I said, you know, depending on today, because today's kind of like the official last day to pocket for the travel fund. I got a little ways to go, but if we get to the if we get there, if we make less than half of what we made yesterday, then travel will be pretty much open to whatever. So we'll see what happens. Mr. Pale, we'll see what happens. Stock Market Dummies 101. Sup, dog? What's going on, man? I am definitely a stock market dummy. Anon says, and also we must always know that the different immigration offices interpret rules differently. That is so true. That is so true. Best to check with the local immigration office before it comes time. That is also a very good point. Don't wait until you have to know for sure. Go check early. I agree 100%. Stock market says, how's work in Bangkok so far? Well, for the last 16 months, it's been, for the last almost 3 years, it's been pretty much 9 to 5. Actually, it's earlier than that. It's like 7:30 to 4:30. But yeah, it's been work, just regular work. Bangkok Warrior says to me that bank statement is unnecessary if you have a up-to-date bank book. Again, Thai Logic. We understand that, brother. Understand that. Jim Pell says, guys, we can definitely do that. We just need to get a good challenge going on tonight. I smell Jim cooking up something, guys. Charles said, just so you know my credentials, I'm an IT manager working for a law firm. Have to do strong research for my job. I won't post what I'm not sure of. Perfect, Charles. Perfect. I being a YouTuber, often I talk about things I'm not sure of, but I do always try to give the disclaimer that I'm not sure of it. And I rely on people like you and others to give me the facts. So very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. The weather's hot and sticky. Anon says Integrity Legal just posted the video about some scammers on the bank accounts getting caught. Yeah, it did. That is going to make it very difficult for all of us. It will, because they will scrutinize your bank statements and your money. They will scrutinize it to death. And he gave an example of what happened before. When they were talking about maybe income affidavits or something. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, it will affect everybody. And there's a link to the video. Thank you, Anon, for throwing that up. Which bank do you bank with? I got a bunch of bank accounts. I got 3 bank accounts, actually. I got the KTB, SEB, Bangkok Bank. I think I had one more at one time. I can't remember. But yeah, let me tell you guys something about banking in Thailand. Banking in Thailand is one of the easiest things in the world to do. Let me see what Charles just said. That's why I like this family. You state everything you know and ask what you don't. Family members are always helpful. Lots of love here. You said that right, Charles. 100%. 100%. Comment of the day, winner, Charles. That's 100% correct, sir. But the banking here is so easy. We got a PayPal. I'll explain banking here in a minute. Let this PayPal come through. There's going to be a challenge attached to it, I'm sure. This is Jim's website, helping others right now. Sent you $10. Don C, what's up, man? I may be coming back on May 9th. Well, please look me up when you come, brother. Please. All right. Here's what Jim says. Jim says, okay, guys, here's my challenge for right now, starting at 11 p.m. my time, which is right now for Jim. If 3 people matches my $10, I will put in another 10 for every 3 people I match for 10 from 11 to 11:15. So he's putting 15 minutes for every 3 people that put in $10, he'll match it, right? Is that what I'm understanding, Jim? I think that's right. Yeah, he'll work it out. So there we go. Stock market demo says money in your PayPal bank. Yep. Don has just added a $10 super chat. That's awesome. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Don. Very, 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 very grateful for that. Thank you, sir. That'll be yeah, Don, I appreciate that very much, sir. Very, very, very much. Don's been a big contributor to the channel, and I thank you for it very much. Mark says, are banks still using bank books? I haven't had one for many decades. Yeah. Jim said, yes, sir. That's it. Put the PayPal link up, guys. It's up. It's the PayPal link is attached to the top of the screen up there. Don's just put in another 20 in super chat. Appreciate it, bud. Appreciate that very much. The good thing about the super chats are they're going to come through next month, which will give me some leadway on how much I can spend this month. The thing about PayPal is it comes in instantly to PayPal, and I'll be able to use it for the April trips. But the super chats are great too. Nothing wrong with the super chats at all for any reason. Here you go, Mr. Lloyd. I'm loving you, man. I'm loving you. Waiting on the email. There it is. Jim, here you go. Hang on. Let me show you. I love it when you guys do this. Lyle here. Lyle. So I'll cover up his name. And there you go. $25. $25. And I think Jim just sent 10 more for to match the super chats that came in, or the PayPal that came in. There's his email right there. Others helping others. There's another 10 that came in. Hey guys, we start rolling. We might hit that mark. I'll keep you updated on how close we are, and we'll see what happens. Holy shit! Whoa, dude! Thank you guys for posting the PayPal links. Don says, oh my God. Don says, okay, now match it. Wow, dude, he just put $130 in the super chat. Jeez. Don, way to go, man. They're big dollars. That is awesome, man. Thank you so much, Don. That will that money will reach me on the 21st of next month, and I appreciate that, because that'll set up a good month. Wow. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Jim said he has to send $10 at a time. That's all right. Big thumbs up, Don. Thank you, man. You are contributing to for more for more and more travel. I'll tell you exactly. If you guys really want to know, I'll tell you exactly how much we need in the PayPal account to make basically unlimited travel possible, and that is $106. No, I'm sorry. Let's see. One hundred six. Yeah, one hundred. No, that again. Yeah, $106. $106 is what we need in the PayPal account. That'll pretty much unlimited that. But for Don, like he's already got me set up for next month, man. In terms of AdSense, because all that'll come in on AdSense. That's amazing. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that one. Show your last one. Okay. I will do that. Did I miss something, Jim? Let's see. Jim says, yeah, I did. I showed that one. That was the one that you sent. This is Jim's nonprofit charity. Everybody, please be sure to check out Helping Others Right Now. That's the name of it. We had the website up on the yesterday on the live chat. Feel free to put that up also. And that's amazing. Don, thank you so much for all the super chat there, brother. That's going to go a long way toward making this an extremely profitable month, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I just put it up and said big dollars. And thank you guys, Jim. Thank you, and thank you, Lyle, and everybody else. Who else came in with PayPal's there briefly? Let's see. We got Jim's Helping Others Right Now, and we got Lyle, which I greatly appreciate. Lyle, thank you so much, sir. And then we got another 10 from Jim's. I'm gonna get it right here in a minute. Hang on. Helping Others Right Now. That is his mission, and he has done some good work. I talked to him yesterday for a while. Thank you so much, guys. We're rocking and rolling, bro. We are rocking and rolling. I'm trying to find the cursor on my screen so I can catch up with the comments. Wow. What super chats, Don? That's amazing, bro. Thank you so much, man. I just genuinely appreciate it. Like I said, okay, now match it. Robert Mack, I missed your comment. Said Mark Bangkok Bank gave me a card and a bank book. Don, I owe you big time for that 100, man. That's awesome. But I also owe a bunch of people for, and the way I pay you guys back is going to be with content, of course, and the value in the content. We already talked about that. I'm gonna have to get out and do some moving around next month for sure, and bring you guys a lot of really good content. So I'm really looking forward to it. I really am. You guys are just too good to me. I don't know what else to say. Other than thank you from the bottom of my heart. Stock Market Dummy says, you think Thailand will be open for tourism in November? I think so. I think so. Oh, wow. Let's see if that comes through on the email. Yep, it did. It says, Helping Others Right Now sent you $30, and it says, here is to keep up with Don. He's trying his best. Thank you very much, Jim. Thank you very much, sir. And with that 30, where does that put us? That puts us at let's see. Let me do my math. $76. $76, I think. Away from the ultimate goal, which was something I never thought I would even get close to on PayPal. So this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. More PayPal. I'll get to your comments. I promise. But more PayPal. Let's see if the email comes in. It does. There is 20 more dollars from Mark. Mark, thank you so much. I won't put your last name up there. There's a 20 from him. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. You guys are just making my April come true, man. You're just making my dreams come true in April, and I appreciate that. And it's gonna really pay off for you guys too, especially for your channel member. Man, wow. What a day. What a day. Don C says this is a good man. I met him. Yes, Don, in fact, I've met Don. I would say the same thing. Don was allowed me to stay in his condo in Jomtien for a month, about a year and a half ago. I couldn't stay during the week because I had to work, but on the weekends I had a free place to stay when I was going to Pattaya all the time. So that's probably why he doesn't have any problem kicking out big dollars. he understands me. Jim, you rock. Absolutely rock, Jim. And don't forget to helping others right now with Jim. Be sure to check that out. He says, yeah, Jim says, guys, I have to send $10 at a time tonight. Robert Mack says, Don, big thumbs up. Stock market dummies. What's $100 USD in Thai baht? It's 3,000 baht, right? 30, 60, 90. Yeah. Well, about a little over 3,000 baht. Very cool, Don. Yep. Don says, good man, I made it. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that very much. And Jim's just reminding that the super chat takes 30%, and it does, unfortunately. But what are we going to do? I really don't like. I understand. Like, this is why I don't discourage super chats, is because as many problems as there are with YouTube, sometimes they still provide all the hosting place, all the software, all the tools. They provide all of that. So if they're taking 30%, it's not a big deal because most of the money's coming in PayPal anyway. And the only thing I want for people that contribute to the channel, if you want to contribute to just the channel, then send it through PayPal because they only take 3%. If you want YouTube to get their cut, then super chat. It's entirely up to however the person that is spending their hard-earned money decides to spend it. So I really appreciate either way. But PayPal's for the now and super chats for the future. So thank you guys. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Anna says, stock market dummies 101 depends on what you mean open. If you have had the magic shot, then probably yes, definitely in Phuket, but all the way open, who knows? That's a good point, Anna. Very good point. Stock market dummy says, what's the currency exchange for? And Robert's got it right there. 100 to 3,073 Thai baht. Wow. Thai baht must still be around 31. That's interesting. And I said, stock market dummies, let me Google it for you. 31.16. Wow. So the baht's pretty strong right now. I'm sorry. It's weakened a little bit, which is a good time to transfer money. Devin. Hello, Devin. I have a trip booked for December, but if Q isn't shortened to 3 days or less, I'm going to cancel my trip. What are the odds that will go away by then, in your opinion? In my opinion, I believe you won't have a queue in December. It'll just be the 1 day. It'll be you have to take the test when you get here and then wait overnight, and the next day you'll be good to go. That's what is on the plan. That's what's on the books for October through December. So of this year, I base my opinion off of what I've read and off of those facts. So, again, that's my opinion. I can't, nothing's been signed into law yet, but I'm glad you put it that way, in my opinion, because that is my opinion. I think you'll be okay. Don C says, when I get there, you have a place to stay. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. As always, I appreciate it. And I believe you because we've done it before. Stock Market Dummy says, wow, you can feed a whole Thai family with 3,000 baht. That's true. Anon says, Devin Owen, good chance you will be okay if you have the magic shot. Agreed. Stuck in Florida is giving some thumbs up and some love there to Mr. Don C, as we all appreciate Don. And Jim, he says, Don, I keep my word. We know you do, Jim. That's my $50 limit, this challenge. Hey, Jim, I appreciate it, brother. Look, man, you came in and cleaned the clock out yesterday and put up some great challenges, and everyone contributed something. So, again, it's just so much. This is why I like it when new people come into the chat, but I try to get them used to the family and the way we do things, because there's just so much love in this room, man. There's so much it's so much of a family organized type environment here, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. So thank you very, very much, Jim and Don and Lyle and Mark and everybody else anybody else that's contributed anything. Trust me, that the channel fund / travel fund goes for travel and equipment. That equipment could be lights, computers, cameras. It also goes for hotels. It goes for plane tickets, bus rides, whatever the case may be, for transportation when I'm traveling. It does not go for my lights, my rent, my utilities, my clothing or laundry or any of that stuff, because I have a job that pays for all that. So thank you guys for keeping the channel going. And thanks everyone for just another awesome live stream. Don C said, Sick Buffalo says 30 USD was my daily budget in Thailand. That's 1,000 baht a day. That's kind of that's not bad if you were traveling. Don C says, well, I've met Jeremy. We broke bread. He's a good man, and I thank you for saying that again, Don. I agree, and same about you. I can't believe you went back to work, but I understand, man. I understand. Thank you for the kind words. And it says TransferWise currently has an exchange rate of 31.14. Just check. Wow. I need to do the TransferWise thing right now. MedTech says open-ended question, perhaps for another time. What qualifies as a successful life? To me, it's happiness. It's happiness and security. So open-ended for me to be doing something that I love to do, and being financially stable. Those are my two things. So in other words, when I stop working for Friday, like when the week starts and I'm depressed and I'm like, gotta wait until Friday, that's when you know there's no way you can be completely content and happy in your life. And I'm talking to myself too. This goes directly for me. When you're working for Friday, you just can't be, because that means you're doing something that you're not really passionate about and you don't love it. To me, that's what it means. And for me, I want to be doing something that I'm happy to get up and do every day. And in doing that something, whatever it is, every day, generates that financial security that I'm looking for. So I hope that helps, MedTech. Stock Market says, I wish I could send you money, but I lost a lot of money in the stock market lately. I bet a lot of people have, and no worries on that. Charles White says, nicer rate of exchange than when I was there in November 2019. That's true. I was here in November 2019. I remember it was around 29, I think, at that time. Anon says, the stock market dummies 101. I'm scared to check my 401k or rollover right now. I probably would be too if I were you, Anon. I had a 401k, but I cashed it out. Don C says, what are we shooting for? In terms of cash, this is for I got 3 weeks off in April, and I'm going to be traveling all of them. We are shooting for, now we have, we are shooting for $58. $58 in the PayPal. That's what we're shooting for right now. But it's $58 in the PayPal is like, if we get there, it's like the golden ticket, right? But more, I have plenty to travel on right now. There's Jim's website, helpingothersrightnow.com, and he's working on that. So be sure to check out Jim's website as he looks to expand on help, and his business is all about helping others. Stock market says Google owns YouTube. They got to make money too. That's right. I agree. Jim Pell says it all adds up at the end of the day, 100%. There's Robert dropping Jim's link. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Stock market number says, I got the magic shot, Pfizer 2 shot. I'm good to go, buddy. With it, then you should be good to go, like you said. Devin says, yeah, I'm new. Need to hit up more of these streams. Definitely come by. Stick around. Hopefully we help you with any information you need, and all that stuff. We really try to help each other, and we try to learn, and we have really good discussions on here. So feel free to come by anytime, Devin. Go through the channel, find some videos that you like, things you're interested in. Mark says, LOL, what the update on your green screen? I don't know. If I have any money left over from April travels, maybe we'll look into it on that, Mark. That's a very good question. Very good question. I'm not sure yet. Jim says, JC, sure Don will agree with what I'm about to say. Any money that I send, you use it for whatever you need it for. I don't care if it's gas, scooter, cheeseburger, stuff. I appreciate that. And I know Don agrees. Yeah, Don says Jim Pell agree. But I refuse to do it. I only use you guys' money for for travel and for equipment for the channel to keep it going. That's it. Don C says, who is offering to match? I don't think anybody's going to be able to match you, Don. Alan says, finally made settlement on my condo in Pattaya and also made a very significant deposit in the bank there. So the statements will not be a concern for me. Hopefully we'll finally meet you this year. I hope so, Alan. I'm ready, man. And I am glad to hear that you found a condo and finally closed on it, or it sounds like you closed on it, in Pattaya. And I hope it was the one you were talking about in the earlier live chat. That's awesome. What are your plans after teaching? Hopefully business ownership and then retiring, Sick Buffalo in Pattaya. That is my goal, and as of right now, I'm on track to do that. So we'll see. Anon says that MedTech, in my opinion, hitting your major life goals or being on the way to hitting those goals, regardless of the goals, money, women, jobs, school experience, etc. I agree with that too. One of the greatest parts of having a little bit of success in life is the journey to get there and what you learn. So it's really cool. Total Cost says, anyone know when the Thai government plans to eliminate STV requirements to enter the kingdom? That would be September 1. So if you want a STV, you have to get it before September the 1st. Alan said I should be there by the summer. Awesome. Travel TV says, got to go, Jeremy. Take care. Okay, bud. Take care, man. And be safe. Anon says, STV is history at the end of September. Oh, it's the end of September. Okay, I thought it was first. But if you have one and have used it by that time, you'll be eligible for the entire 270 days. Got it. 19 thumbs up, 7 down. The 7 down is because we're winning on money. So that comes from the trolls that are in the chat. It's okay. It's 100% okay. Don C says, "LOL, $58. You have it for sure." Yeah. We'll see by the end of the chat. We'll definitely see. Stuck in Florida says, "Jim Pell, hello, sir. I'm just settled in for the night, getting settled in for the night. Good, Stuck. I'm glad you made it home, got a shower, and are hanging out." Jim says, "Hey, guys, if for some reason you don't have any money to send tonight, you can still help Jeremy out in support of this channel by sharing the video." That's true. Could you imagine if we all would just share one video a day? If you all shared one video a day, we might hit the 30,000 subscriber mark by May 13th, which is another goal I discussed. Share your favorite video. You don't have to share this video. Share your favorite video. Share a video on your social media that you feel is relevant, pertinent to what your friends would like to see. Those are the best types of videos to share. Jim says, "Make sure you hit that thumbs up button," of course. Sick Buffalo says they need a long-term visa for us digital nomads. I think they're going to make one at some point, 100%. Total Cost says, "Thanks, everyone. You're welcome." Don C says, "So, Jeremy, I will be there soon. What can I bring? You can't get there." That's a good question, Don. I will get back to you on that. That is a very good question. There are a few things. I'll get back to you on that, Don. Definitely. There's a link to the STB information. Thank you, Anon. I appreciate that. Lyle says, "Jim Pell, I was on his Facebook earlier, shared the first month in Bangkok video from 2018. Awesome, Lyle. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Anon says, "Sick Buffalo and Pattaya, I agree with you about the digital nomads." And so do I, obviously. Roger says, "I'll match a $25 contribution if anyone feels jumpy." Roger. Thank you, Roger. Thank you for coming in, because if somebody puts in 25 and you put in 25, then we've done our due diligence, and we're basically there. So that would make for probably the most lucrative financial weekend this channel's had in a long time. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But thank you for putting that out there, Roger. I appreciate it. Stuck in Florida says, "There's a DoMoreLife video. Everyone in the chat there, I shared it. DoMoreLife." I like that, Stuck. That's funny, man. Don C says, "Roger, I'm already there." Don C says, very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see what happens. Keep checking here and see what happens. Sick Buffalo says, "I think 1 year visa for digital nomads will generate tons of interest for look, if they come out with a legitimate visa for legitimate digital nomads, then tourism dollars, because digital nomads tend to work for money outside of Thailand. Like, so they would bring in, like, for example, American dollars, right? They're worth more than Thai baht. And there is Roger's $25. Thank you very much, Mr. McGee. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Roger McGee just sent $25 US. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Just hovering around that. Lyle has decided. This is great. Hang on once. Let me see the email come through. Lyle, thank you, brother. Lyle says, "There you go, Roger." He sent 25, and so there's your match, Roger. You guys rock, man. You guys absolutely freaking rock. Just rock. I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Yes, I'm just I don't want to cry, guys. So I'm just kind of hanging out here and uh try to finish up this live stream because this is amazing, man. Uh, some great. I'll get to that in a second. There's another. Don put up another 25 minute super chat. Gosh, wow. We're gonna have a big day today, and it's gonna be a big month. That's for sure. In terms of monetary value. Thank you, Don. Again, thank you. I don't know what else to say. Thanks at this point is beyond. I need a better word than thank you, but thank you is all I got. Jim Pell says from 11:30 p.m. my time, which is right now, till 11:45 p.m. So for the next 15 minutes, if 4 people will throw in 25 each, that equals 100. I will throw another 25 PayPal only for this challenge. Very interesting. Very interesting, Jim. That's a heck of a challenge. I don't think he says 1 down, 3 to go. So that must have been where that 25 came from. Really appreciate that, guys. Really appreciate that. This is amazing. This is amazing. I don't know what else to say, but it's amazing. And I said, JC, I should PayPal you some money so you can go to Office Mate and get some green paper. That's you guys don't. You're never going to get over the background, are you? I'm going to have to do something with the background. I'll do something with the background. I promise. For sure. I promise I'll do. For sure. 2 down, 2 to go, says Jim. You talking about for the $25? That's awesome. That's awesome. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. We've already. We've got. April's going to be a good month, guys. April's going to be a good month. Jim says 2 to go, guys. So I guess you're looking for 2 people to send $25 in PayPal. Would be my understanding. We will get it. He's in all caps. Okay, bud. Mark says 2 nights of awesome sleep. Yes, tonight will be awesome sleep. Don C says, okay, guys, let's go. He's up for the challenge. Don, I think he's not. You just got 225 on PayPal, right? Yes, that is correct, Jim. So you said 4, so 2 down, 2 to go, and we still have 13 minutes in your challenge. So we'll see what happens. And at this point, I'm really looking forward to being able to spend some money to go to some places, and I'll probably stay. I won't have to budget travel, which is great. I'll probably be able to fly to a few places, which will be even better. So this coming week, I'm going to be. I'll get you some videos out this week, guys. But this coming week is going to be mostly surrounded by. Those came before 11:30, but I kind of anyway. Okay, cool, Jim. Awesome. Appreciate you. I'm going to spend this week planning travels and hoping that everything works out for the best. I'm going to start off with, I don't know, maybe I'll go somewhere familiar first and then take off across. That would be very interesting. I want to end up in on some island somewhere. Definitely, I'm definitely going to have to go to Samui now, and probably Phuket as well. Just because might as well go over there and spend a few nights. I think that would be interesting to say the least. And I really just can't. At this point, I'm kind of out of words. I don't know what else to say other than I thank you guys. I thank you guys so much. I really do. I really just genuinely appreciate you guys help making my life better and help making this channel better, because that's exactly what you're doing. And we're going to get some good travel content out there for you. When I tell you guys I'm going to travel, I always travel, and we always build a little fun. But I have not had this kind of fun to travel with before. So I'm definitely, absolutely, positively looking forward to a outstanding April. It's going to be 3 weeks of fun, definitely 3 weeks of fun. So I don't know what else to say. Sick Buffalo says it's not peak season for the islands anymore after April. That's true. However, right now, I don't, with the limited number of tourists coming in, I don't think you're going to see peak season. Well, you might see peak season prices. It might happen. But I'm not sure. Hang on here. Let me see. Oh, sorry. Just got a little notes on the phone there. That wasn't anything in particular. What is this? Oh, that has nothing to do with money either. So yeah, I don't know what the rates will be. I haven't really looked yet, but I'm definitely going to start planning. Technically, my first day of vacation will be Saturday, this coming Saturday. So what I will try to keep up. Here's the deal for the guys that are still listening and the people that matter, that listen to this later. What does that say? Try looking at Nakhon Si Thammarat after getting done with Samui. Doing like next private south, and pictures are really, really nice. I'll do that, Anon. I'll do that. Thank you, brother. So during April, the live streams may change a little bit on Saturdays and Sundays. I'll try my best to keep a Saturday and Sunday up, because that is how these live streams are really what keep the channel afloat in terms of income that comes in with super chats and PayPals and that kind of thing. I'm greatly appreciative for it. But also channel memberships. I'll have some videos for you guys. I may even make some videos for you guys while I'm traveling. So that would be really fun, I think. And now that we're pretty much at the goal that I had set for the imaginary goal of what I thought, I may take my Thai friend, and for the few days that she's going to be around, and go to somewhere like Anon was talking about, and let her help me explain everything. Don C says you're a good man taking in. Thank you, Don. I really appreciate it, brother. I really, really genuinely appreciate it, man. It is more than nice to know that so many people have my back after I felt like I've struggled so hard for so long to try to keep this channel up and going. But I've learned one lesson in life. If you put one foot in front of the other and you aim it in the right direction, eventually you can only walk so far before you run into something good. And, good things happen to good people as long as they keep doing the good things long enough. I believe in karma, and I believe that I may not have the numbers in terms of views or subscribers that other channels have, but there's a certain level of integrity on this channel, not just through me, but through through you guys also, who are some people that hold integrity at a very high level, and it creates a positive atmosphere. So when people come in, we learn stuff, we do stuff, and we have a good time with it. And that's super, super important. I will definitely look at that place, Anon. Anon says, also a point of interest, a YouTuber, Patty Doyle, just started a trip to hit all 77 provinces. He is in Trang right now. Interesting. Very interesting. I have to keep an eye on that. That's awesome. There's a link to his channel. Okay. I'm familiar with, I think I saw him pop up on my homepage today. Another good night. Bisker says, yes, I agree. JC's awesome and genuine. I appreciate that, Bisker. Very, very much. So with that, guys, we have had an amazing weekend. We've had an amazing month getting ready for April. And all I can tell you is in April, I'm going to make a lot of content. You may not see a lot of videos in April, but that's because I'll be doing much more recording and traveling than I will be editing. Probably the information, the videos that you do get will most likely be live streams in April. And I'll put out a video here and there, that kind of thing. Don says, you have a place to stay in Pattaya, Chiang Mai. No, I didn't know that. I did used to have a place in Pattaya, Chiang Mai, because I thought you let that place go. Contact me on Facebook Messenger or some other app that we're connected on, and let me know, Don, because I wasn't aware of that at all. If you have a place and you're not staying there, and you're offering up, I'll certainly stay there. Saving money for the rest of the trip would be awesome. So let me close this down because you guys have already done more than enough, and this channel is just fantastic, full of fantastic people. And Mark says, thanks for spreading positivity. You are more than welcome, man. And I love to be around positive people because I also believe, I'll say this and then I'll wind it down. I believe, Mark, I don't know if you've been around long enough to hear me say this, but I believe that if you take the average, if you take the 5 people that you spend the most time with or talk to the most, whatever, take 5 people that you spend the most time with. If you take the average, if you could take the average of their characters, right, of all their characters, traits, qualities, etc., if you take the average of all 5 of them, that is probably the person that you are. So that goes, and that's just because as human beings, we're products of our environment. If you don't believe me, go stand in a dumpster. Eventually, start to smell like garbage. That's always been my theory, and that's why we don't have 150 people watching at a time on these live streams, because we keep it positive and we keep the trolls out. But we have a good time, and we learn a lot from each other in here, and it's been wonderful watching this family build. So with that being said, guys, I just want to say, really, from the bottom of my heart, I love you all, and thank you so much for everything you guys have done, helping support the channel, keep the channel going. I just can't thank you enough. I really can't. Stuck says, I wonder why all my friends are sarcastic a-holes. I'll take that as a joke. And there's Jim's. Don't forget about Jim's website there, helping others right now. That's very interesting. Very interesting project he's working on, and I'm very proud of him for doing that. And I'm very glad that he's back as well. Charles White says, good night, all. Good night, Charles, and thank you for your information as always. Mark, same to you. Anon, same to you. Stuck, Jim, Lyle, all you guys. Robert, Don, Bisker, just everybody that's around, that's been in the chat. I'm sure I missed a bunch of people, and I'm sorry, but you know who you are if you make a difference. And whether you sent 1 penny or whether you just made a comment that was of value in the live chat, that's special, right? So as Stuck always does, thanks to everyone for joining the DoMoreLife family live stream. And This has been a great one, guys. Been absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for your generous contributions, and I promise I won't let you down. With that being said, guys, whatever you do today, be sure you do more life. I appreciate that.